good, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we are about to explore Palm Bay, Florida. Now, is this place ran like a rural town, or is this one of the worst cities to live in? I am going to show you guys that today, and I'm gonna help you make your own decision on what you think about this town. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all the vlogs that I post. Now, let's go check out Palm Bay, Florida. Today we're exploring Palm Bay, Florida, and uncovering why this growing metropolitan city is still being run like a rural town. Some of you might be wondering, why do you say that, Tim? Well, watch the video and find out. In this vlog, we'll be talking to residents, city council members, and exploring different areas of Palm Bay to give you a real glimpse into the city.
That's me.
All right, that's awesome. Do you think Palm Bay is still running this metropolitan city like a rural town?
We're a metropolitan city now. I mean, it's getting there. But what we need to do to make that happen is we need, like all the people that are moving from South Florida up here, we need jobs. Otherwise, you can build apartments for them, and you can build storage facilities for the people that are moving in from everywhere. But eventually they're going to want a house and they're going to want a job, and that's what we're seeing. It can and it has to be. We're like 80% the size of Orlando, and we're 140,000 people strong. So we've got to keep up with the infrastructure, with the police and fire protection, and we have to keep running a straight government in order for that to happen. We raised 3 kids here. They were in soccer, they were in boating, they were, surfing. I mean, this area is awesome, and it's getting a little crowded, but that's because people are moving out of South Florida just like I did, Gotcha. So yeah, absolutely. I love Palm Bay. I've been here 32 years. I love it. My wife and I moved up here after Hurricane Andrew, but I'd gone to school here, and I've seen all the changes.
All right, well, nice to meet you.
All right, nice to meet you too.
Tony's Cooling, Brevard County's #1 HVAC system installation and service company. Whether it's repair, replacement, installation, or maintenance, Tony's Cooling has you covered. We specialize in Tempstar HVAC systems for both residential and commercial properties throughout Palm Bay and Melbourne, Florida. Your AC not cooling? We'll fix it. Need a new system? We install top-of-the-line units. Just need a tune-up. Our maintenance plans keep your system running like new. Our comprehensive maintenance service includes checking, starting capacitors, inspecting heating operation, monitoring voltage and amperage, testing system pressure, verifying thermostat performance, replacing and cleaning filters. Whatever your HVAC needs, Tony Cooling delivers comfort you can count on. Schedule your service today at tonyscooling.com or call us now at 321-398-4398. Cooler air, warmer service, always dependable. Let's explore Palm Bay, and while we start in this area here, I'm going to give you guys some history about Palm Bay, Florida. Early inhabitants, originally home to the Ayas people who lived along Turkey Creek and the Indian River Lagoon. First settlement 1870s, John Tillman founded the community, then called Tillman, with farms and a ROF. The railroad 1894 spurred growth. Then it was the Catholic colony in 1910s, a failed farming colony left behind St. Joseph Church, still standing today. Then the name changed to Palm Bay, Florida in the 1920s. Drainage districts 1922, 180 miles of canals were dug for farming. A fire and hurricane in 1926 collapsed the project. Port Malabar developed in 1959. General Development Corp bought thousands of acres, buildings, homes, and infrastructure. Palm Bay incorporated in 1960 with about 2,800 residents. Modern growth, aerospace, and high-tech companies like Harris Corp began to roll in, fueled population and industry growth, making Palm Bay the largest city in Brevard County today. Palm Bay is located in Brevard County, Florida. Palm Bay has a 2025 population of 145,834 people. Palm Bay is currently growing at a rate of 3.65% annually, and its population has increased by 21.36% since the most recent census, which recorded a population of 120,163 in 2020. The average household income in Palm Bay is $92,564. Palm Bay average per capita income is $38,852. The poverty rate stands at 11.55%. Palm Bay children under 18 poverty rate is 11%. Now let's get into the demographics here, which is white 59.16%, black or African American 19.25%, two or more races 14.75%, other race 4.35%, Asian 2.13%, Native American 0.35%, Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander 0.02%. Now let's get into the marriage rate here, and it's at 47.3%. Male marriage rate 49.8%, female marriage rate 45%. Now, what is the median sale price for a home in Palm Bay, Florida? Well, it's approximately $323,392 at this time. A lot of people ask me about schools in a lot of these areas, and yes, Palm Bay has public and private schools ranging from elementary through high school. The high school graduation rate here is pretty good at 89%. Now, what's the age in Palm Bay? Well, the median age in Palm Bay is 41.3 years, 39.6 years for males, and 42.8 years for females. Now, do Palm Bay have public transportation? And yes, it does. The public transportation is primarily provided by Space Coast Area Transit, SCAT, which offers bus service with fixed routes, including routes 23 to Melbourne. In this vlog, we will be adventuring off into some more neighborhoods, even nicer neighborhoods, because Palm Bay do have a lot of nice areas here. It's like a big community. A city was a huge community. That's it. It's not a city being ran like a city. It's being ran like a rural town. And rural towns runs like a community. What a big surprise,
yes, sir.
Here. You know? Tell the people who you are.
So, Kenny Johnson, City Councilman from Palm Bay, Florida. Been in office since 2018, youngest elected in Palm Bay's history, and I'm the senior council member on Palm Bay City Council right now. I, Kenny Johnson,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support, protect, and defend
I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution and government
the Constitution and government
of the United States of America.
of the United
This video is about Palm Bay being a metropolitan city ran like a rural town. What is your thoughts on that?
I would have to agree with that. That's part of the reason why I got in office back in 2018, because I got tired of the bedroom community mindset. And that's what it starts with. It starts with the mindset. And when we're closed-minded and we're not open to new businesses or new opportunities, we're going to have what we see today. And that starts with the community, that starts with the city, it starts with everybody.
Okay.
But we all have to get on the same page because this is our city. And I'm gonna keep fighting every day I have, every moment I have, to make sure we get to that point. And that's where it's just all about educating and trying to uplift those around us. So I'm glad you asked me that question, because it's something we're dealing with right now. Tonight we have a budget hearing at 6 p.m. at City Hall. I'm looking to try to make sure we cut down on the taxes so we can prioritize what is a need and what is a want.
Gotcha.
The same thing with our households. We need to cut down on what are the wants and prioritize what are the needs. So it goes for everybody. The same accountability for the household needs to be the same accountability for City Hall.
What is the city doing about bringing more jobs to Palm Bay? Because that seems to be so important, with this city having over 141,000 people live here, but majority of the jobs are in Melbourne, Florida.
Yep.
What are you guys doing about that issue?
So there's so many things with that. We have an economic development team that's working on going all over the country to try to prioritize inviting others who are in high taxing states to Florida, to invite them and also incentivize them to come to Florida. Yes, tax incentives, yes, we got to front the bill in the beginning, but long-term wise, in regards to the business and economic boom it provides to the community, that's why we're thriving. Companies like L3 Harris, all the jobs they bring, we had to start off with tax incentivizes to help them so that way they can come here, and now we're thriving in that threshold, but we got to keep it going. We can't just limit it to L3 Harris. I'm looking to have Amazon warehouses here. We got to get Top Golf here, or Pop Stroke, or Drive Shack. We need to do things to bring people here and show them that we care, and roll out the welcome mat so they know that Palm Bay is a home for them.
Majority of the income, people are taking their money outside of the city, shopping at Melbourne Mall, shopping in West Melbourne, and it's not keeping the money here in the city.
Not at all.
What are you guys are trying to do to keep the money here in the city by bringing more businesses here and more entertainment? Because a lot of people say Palm Bay is boring. Y'all are growing. So what are you guys going to do about that?
So that's the other part of it. Talking to a lot of these businesses, they look at our median income. They look at the median income, and they see our median income in the city is low, but they also look at our educational attainment. Palm Bay's filled with people who mostly have high school diplomas or GEDs. But when you see that there's bachelor's or master degrees or even doctorate degrees, businesses are going to be more likely to want to come, because they're going to see that, hey, here's the job and here's the need that needs to be met, and there are people that are qualified to meet that need. So right now there's an imbalance of both. So our median income is low and the educational attainment is low. So we have to make sure we're prioritizing helping the youth and helping those that want to get better jobs prioritize their education. And then all these other companies will take us seriously and be like, okay, Palm Bay's ready to do business.
Entertainment. What are you guys doing about that?
Like I said, my first thing, I'm trying to get a Top Golf. I'm looking to get a Buc-ee's down here. If Buc-ee's falls through down in, I believe, Fort Pierce, Point St. Lucie area, I'm looking to get Buc-ee's here, because that's going to create so many jobs. And Buc-ee's itself is a tourism platform to bring other things there too. Okay. So we need to have amphitheaters. We could do something similar like Lake Nona. Lake Nona really focus on prioritizing a master plan of everything from food, entertainment, and businesses, and that's what we need to do.
Another thing, a lot of people talk about Palm Bay not having a downtown, and rumors about you guys going to build a downtown. Let's set the record straight about what you guys are really trying to do about building a downtown in Palm Bay.
I literally was talking about that about 30 minutes ago. I'm setting a meeting up with city management and myself, as well as one of the developers looking to develop the downtown area. Unfortunately, when you work with the EPA and FWC, and you're working by the water, you have to abide by a lot of environmental rules. But some of these rules are outdated from 25 to 30 years ago. So that's when we have to make sure we have updated plans so we can update our future. So we're working with his gentleman's name is Mr. Timmons, and he's working on the Bayfront area to develop it, but we got to be on the same team because we're all stakeholders. And if we can bring him to the bring him to the table and say, hey, these are the things Palm Bay needs, and can you meet these needs? And he says, yes, I can. All right, let's keep it moving. Now let's ground break. Let's build up a tiki bar or amphitheater or things that are going to bring people here. And let's make Palm Bay what it's supposed to be. And instead of everybody from Palm Bay going to Melbourne's downtown, we can bring people from Melbourne, we can bring people from Sebastian to Palm Bay's downtown.
Do you guys have the infrastructure for it?
That's what we're working on right now. Because you have to have the infrastructure in place before you can ask Elon Musk to invest in Palm Bay or Jeff Bezos to invest in Palm Bay. You have to have the infrastructure in place. So that's the main priority right now. Infrastructure and public safety.
All right, last but not least, the crime rate in Palm Bay is going up. Now, my opinion is going up because it's lack of jobs. You give me your take on it.
It's a lack of opportunities. I talked to the chief last week, and he said approximately 80% of our crimes are committed by youth. Whether they're just checking doors to see if a car door is unlocked or they're shooting somebody or robbing somebody, about 80% of our crimes are from the youth. So that's where we need to create opportunities for them not to feel crime is the answer, and they can find a job, or they can go to school, or they can learn a trade, or find a mentor to help guide them so they're doing something to make them an asset to the community and not a liability.
All right, that's about it. Anything else you want to say?
No, I appreciate the time, brother, but I'm going to keep it real. We have a lot of work to do, but we have to first acknowledge the problem so that way we can find a solution.
All right, guys, I am going to show you. I'm not going to tell you. I am going to show you the shopping that Palm Bay, Florida offers. And here's one. Home Depot. 2, Publix. Like usual, Walmart's. Lowe's. They have a few Winn-Dixie's. Bell's Outlet. Y'all see all this shopping right here? Help me understand this. Where I'm at right now is Hammock Landings, and it's in West Melbourne, Florida. Palm Bay is right across the street, and Hammock Landing is right here in West Melbourne. They built this shopping plaza for the people of Palm Bay who don't have nowhere to go shopping, and they can come here and shop in this little town, and this little town can profit off the tax dollars of the Palm Bay citizens. This should have been in Palm Bay, not in West Melbourne. But guess what? It takes some good leadership to understand this. Now, is Palm Bay, Florida safe? Well, it gets an A. The A grade indicates that the rate of crime is much lower than that of the average U.S. city. Palm Bay ranks in the 90th percentile for safety, meaning it is safer than 90% of cities, but less safe than 10%. This analysis applies only to Palm Bay's official boundaries only. The crime rate in Palm Bay is 12.39 per 1,000 residents in a typical year. Palm Bay residents genuinely consider the southwest part of the city to be the safest. Your chance of being a victim of crime in Palm Bay varies by neighborhood, ranging from 1 in 56 in the northeast neighborhoods to 1 in 143 in the southwest part of the city.
Hey, do you live in Palm Bay?
Yes, I do.
How long you living in Palm Bay?
I've been in Palm Bay since 2015.
Do you like it?
Love Palm Bay, sure.
Do you think Palm Bay is ran like a rural town?
Like a rural town.
As in, when you go to a rural town, there's barely any jobs. They don't have major stores. They really don't have anything in a city that has 100 and almost 40,000 people.
Okay, well, what I could say is I came from Brooklyn, so obviously that's a big city.
Yes.
You know, to make the comparison with Palm Bay, it wouldn't be totally fair, but since I've been here, I realized, you know, there's definitely certain things that should be in a city, Palm Bay size, that I'm not seeing. You know, job-wise, I work with the city. That wasn't a problem when I got here. But
that's Palm Bay?
Yeah, I work with the city of Palm Bay. But when it comes to entertainment and culture, which I'm heavily involved in, I think there's definitely a lack of, infrastructure to really highlight and showcase what Palm Bay has to offer. Mm-hmm. And there is a lot of talent in Palm Bay and culture also. Definitely.
What do you do when it comes to the entertainment and stuff?
Well, right now I'm a member of, and I'm the leader of a steel pan, people say steel drum group, mm-hmm. Palm Bay Fanatics. We based in Palm Bay. It was, it's part of a program that came out of the Caribbean organization in Palm Bay, Bekaska. Mm-hmm. So that's something we have ongoing, and we think it's a great opportunity. Right now, it's adult. It's an adult group, but we want to make it into such a group that it facilitates for the younger people in the community. We want to do a program in the summer catering for ages between 10 and 17. So, you know, stuff like that, cultural stuff like that. We want to be more active in the community in Palm Bay.
And if kids want to get involved, where do they need to contact you?
Well, they can contact me or, contact Bekaska. We are 2174 Harris Avenue. You could come there, and my name is Anthony Harris. They could ask for me. My number 347-995-7685. Call me, and we try to see, if we could facilitate these kids and get them into some positive programs. That we want to do other stuff also in Palm Bay. That's just one of them. The steel pan is one. We want to do something, still to workers as they know it, but we call it the Moko Jumbi. We're trying to get that going also. Different cultural things we want to bring to Palm Bay. Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
We are now about to pass this graveyard, what sits the oldest standing building in Palm Bay, and that's St. Joseph Church. Back in the early 20th centuries, the Catholic colony was now Palm Bay. Between 1910 and 1914, a attempt forming here but depleted the soil, ultimately failing.
Here is an older house. I don't know if someone still live here, guys, but this house has been here a long time. It still sits on bricks. And it has a chimney. Let's check out the side of this home real quick before we leave. I caught this home as I came in. Somebody lives here. I can hear the AC running. A lot of them, don't they? How long have you lived in Palm Bay?
Well, I've been here since 1985. I came to this city when it was very much in the hoods, and I physically helped build this city because I am in the landscaping and land clearing project, dump trucks and stuff like this. And been here since 85. I got 8 kids and 13 grandkids today.
Oh, okay.
And I'm very vested in this community, and I would love to protect this community for the future of my kids and the city of Palm Bay, all the residents. The same care I had for mine, I care for the others.
Okay.
And I wish, we could always come together and keep this community growing. It got a lot of potential, just needs a focus.
Okay, I'm doing a vlog on Palm Bay. Palm Bay City is ran like a rural town, with it having almost 140,000 people. Is ran like a rural town. What do you think about that?
Well, you're perfectly right, because the system, it takes too long to change, and it need some new people like myself, who is a business person. I'm a business person in this community for the past 28 years. And I do business as business. There's a lot of things need to be done in Palm Bay, especially the infrastructure. The infrastructure is way outdated, and the population is growing so much. As you said, it's 140,000 people, and we have a growth of about 40,000 people in 4 or 5 years. So it is growing so rapidly, it grow real surpass the infrastructure of this community, and we need to focus on that. We need jobs, we need a formal restaurant, we need a little nightlife for the younger folks, and we need to make sure we get jobs to employ people to spend more time and spend money in our city, that it can stay in our city.
Right now, I'm about to go interview Donnie Felix, and he once was a city councilman for 4 years here in Palm Bay. And I'm going to ask him what I have asked everyone in this video. Why is Palm Bay being ran like a rural town?
All right, Councilman. Today I'm with Donnie, and I'm going to ask Mr. Felix. The people keep asking me, why is Palm Bay ran like a rural town? Can you tell them why?
So, yes, that is something that we've from our history. So Palm Bay, we'll go back in history a little bit. So from inception, Palm Bay became incorporated as a municipality, as a city in 1961. So a little bit over 60 plus years ago. So Palm Bay is relatively young. Technically, in comparison to Fort Lauderdale, Miami, those established community that's over 100 years old, and so on. So from inception, the founder of the city, their goal was to, okay, we're gonna do everything elsewhere. We're going to Melbourne to play, eat, and do things, but we're going to Palm Bay to sleep. So the idea is the idea of a tranquility, a quiet community. That's what they wanted. And that's the idea, that's what the aspect of Palm Bay looked like, a rural community. But the fact of the matter is, no community can survive. Financially, socially, economically, this is not a good system for no thriving community. They quickly realized that. So that's why it goes back 20 years plus. As far as I'm concerned, I've been around here 20 years. So we realized this model doesn't work. But understand as well, to change that paradigm, it's a big shift. It takes time. It takes the right leader, progressive leader, younger people that understand the dynamic, what makes a thriving community work. That's what making the shift. So you've seen the last couple of decades. So with the people that we elected, that's how we're trying to change the shift. We're trying to get out of that funk. Okay, the last 20 years, that's what we're trying to do. Especially, I can speak for my last 4 years. We got in, we are pushing hard for commercial. We take measures, we create policies, we put money aside. We're building an economic development department, which we didn't have before, that focus on bringing businesses to create an entertainment, to create businesses that can provide entertainment to our young people. We heard all people that saying that there's nothing in Palm Bay. We conscious, we understand that, and we see it day to day. Because even us, we go to Melbourne, we go to Orlando if we want to do certain things. So it's coming, but understand, we shifting out of that, bedroom community mindset, but it does take time. It does take time. The jobs are coming. I can tell you last year, 2023 alone, we delivered 15,000, not 1,500, 15,000 new building permit. Yes, a lot of them is residential, but a lot of them are commercial as well, which equate to 1.5 billion in capital investment. A lot of it is commercial, all kind of commercial businesses and retails. Yeah, it may not be the type of job we want, but they are coming. Understand it takes time, but we're working to get us out of that place we've been for a long time.
Now, if this is your first time tuning in, please leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Palm Bay. And if you are from Palm Bay, tell me how you feel. Do you think your city is being ran like a rural town with 145,000 people here with nothing to do? You don't even have a bowling alley. No shopping plazas. You have to venture off into Melbourne to shop. Grocery shopping, you can shop right here in the city.
All right, guys, y'all see these apartments here? These are most definitely public housing. Some of them gonna have upstairs, downstairs. And when you look at this unit, this is only a downstairs unit. Look like some up here, but when you look in here, it doesn't have anything that's leading upstairs. So maybe this door will go upstairs and their house will be upstairs. However they build these, but these will be like public housing, Section 8 or something like that. Because even looking at the floors and looking how the apartment is designed on the inside, is definitely nothing that someone will want to buy. It don't even have wood floors, nothing that looks really nice on the floors. So yeah.
Always remember, you guys, all y'all have a voice. Y'all can go down to that city council meetings. Y'all can make y'all voice be heard. Y'all need things here in the city. It's a big city, and it's no reason that you guys have to venture off to other cities to spend money or to have a great time when you could be having a great time in your own city where you pay taxes at. If I was the mayor, these are the things that I will be working on. And I know a lot of the older people are against a lot of things happening and coming to Palm Bay, but you might as well get that out of your minds, because Palm Bay ain't that bedroom community that it used to be. It's a city now, not a community. Look how neat they have that one set up. Like they have the tombstone, they have the bench. It's like a little nice little area. Like, that's neat. A lot of people have done that out here. Like right there, you can see like they have their own areas. Wow. It's a very nice graveyard and it's very clean. It's very well maintained. Because I done been to some graveyards and they're huge and they're just raggedy. Like they don't care. Like bury your people and go. Like look at that one right there. Atisha, November 30th, 1979. Born October 12th, 1943. There's some older graves out here, you guys.
About his tree. This one here is 1943 to 2005. Beloved mother and wife, Craig and family. And this one here as well. This one here is pretty new. Bill Craig, 1942 to 2025, USAF. He was in the Air Force. Alright, and if you can see this building right here, look how it has the ramps that goes up. Alright, let's go check out the inside of here real fast. When I tell you guys, it's a lot of bodies out here. I mean, it's a lot. Now guys, I had to let you guys see this. Even right behind me, guys, right here. It was something huge went through that little crack right there. Looked like it was a huge lizard. Looked like one of those iguanas. That boy was huge. Alright everyone, I am going to end this vlog right here in Turkey Creek, where Palm Bay began, right here. And I enjoyed filming this vlog. It took me a while because, you know, I live in the area and I met with city councilmen, people that was running for city council. And as well, me being from this area, I do business with the leadership of Palm Bay and Melbourne. And I have ran a couple campaigns that my clients have won those seats in Palm Bay.
Tim J, he means business. That's right. He means business.
I got my boy in there.
Appreciate you, brother.
Push marketing.
Man. Yes, sir. Push marketing.
Push marketing.
If you want to win, use push marketing.
So I have first hands on how the city is being ran. I have first hands on how to live as a citizen here in Palm Bay. And for when I moved here, it was not much here, but it still was a big community. And for all these years, it has expanded into this massive metropolitan city. And Palm Bay is a nice area to live. But for the things you need, you still have to travel out the city. You want to buy nice clothes, cars, you want to go have fun, all that good stuff. Plus, having a decent job. If you don't work at Harris, you have to travel out of the city to work. And those things need to be changed. Like Kenny was saying and everyone else who I interviewed in this video, things need to change. There need to be more jobs here for the citizens because so many people are moving here to Palm Bay, and when there's no job, it brings in crime. And that's a sad factor, but it's a good city to live in if you have the decent income or you're retired. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to the channel. And also hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all the vlogs that I post. Now, until next vlogs, you guys, I'll catch you later.